Why don't tires use inner tubes anymore? This type of tire without an inner tube is called a tubeless tire or vacuum tire. Despite the name, it is still filled with air inside. The reason it's called vacuum comes from a comparison made when it was first used. People said it was like someone without underwear, without the inner tube, left vacuum. In the past, the outer rubber of tires did not have good sealing. If air was put directly inside, it would leak. That's why an inner tube was used to hold the air. The problem was that when the tire was punctured by a nail on the road, the tube acted like a balloon. It burst immediately. The internal pressure then fell entirely on the outer tire. But since it was also damaged, the air escaped through the rupture, tearing the tire apart and causing a sudden explosion. This type of failure was extremely dangerous because the car could instantly lose balance at high speed, leading to skidding, rollover, or total loss of control. Later, the idea came from the principle of sticking tape on a balloon. If a regular balloon is pierced with a needle, the hole quickly rips open and it explodes. But if tape is placed on it beforehand, when pierced, the rubber around the hole is held together by the tape and the air escapes slowly instead of exploding. That's exactly the principle of the tubeless tire. The inner tube and the outer tire are integrated. The inner tube works like the balloon and the outer tire works like the tape. In old tires, these two parts were separate. Now they are fused together. In other words, the inner tube hasn't completely disappeared, but technology has evolved. The outer tire takes the role of the protective tape. So, when a nail punctures the tire, the overall structure is not immediately destroyed. The internal air cannot rip the material further, and the hole does not enlarge. As long as the object, the nail, remains in place, the air only escapes slowly through the gap, keeping the vehicle stable and allowing it to travel for long distances before the pressure is fully lost. This makes it much safer, which is why inner tube tires were replaced by tubeless tires. In addition, the tread design and material of the tire also determine performance. If the material is harder, it resists punctures and tears better and has greater durability. If the tread grooves are wide, deep, and spaced, it becomes an MT off-road tire, ideal for mud. If the material is softer, with deeper and more numerous grooves, it becomes a snow tire with stronger grip on ice and snow. If the material is hard, with shallow and narrow grooves, it offers less friction, rolling lighter, and with lower resistance. That's the long-distance tire. If the material is soft, with a wider tread and more surface contact, it guarantees extra grip but increases rolling resistance and fuel consumption. That's the performance tire. In the end, the different types of tires basically vary in the design of the grooves and the hardness of the rubber.